StackUp.org Truck Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing League's qualifying. Just getting underway. We are in the playoffs for this series, so things are getting to the exciting stage. Bill Rivard even brought out the live wire truck. He's had quite a lot of luck in this truck and success this season, 2 wins in it. Since he needs that luck for Daytona. Hayes, 25 months, what a beast. JR, enjoy your lurk. Good luck in the race. Newton, the 88 truck out on track. The aforementioned JR deal. That's Nuggets 923 in chat. See, he's got his red playoff banner on the front of the truck above the windshield. Deverson practice left. We're in qualifying. Clapper says hello from the pits. Truck. So these guys run low on their outlaps to try and get the engines wound up. Restrictor plate motors in these trucks. Davison comes in the tri-oval to start his first time lap. The camera already on the backstretch for his lap, going into 3. Rivard coming to the start finish, being one of the first trucks to post a lap here. 52.955 for Bill in his first lap. Some trucks will run lap 1 down low, some trucks will run lap 1 up high and run lap 2 down low, trying to get the best time. 2 different schools of thought, 2 ways you can do it. Martison goes top of the board after his first time lap, 52.908. Hugging that yellow line as he goes through turns 3 and 4. Heading towards the tri-oval. He's going to run the flat. Only 4th quickest. Evers currently 2nd fastest after just 1 lap. Bill Rivard sits at the top of the board after his 2nd lap. Lucas Hoisman completes 2nd lap, moves him up to 2nd. See if Evers is able to move up or not on his lap. Currently sitting now P3. Evers 2nd lap slower, so he got it all he could on lap 1.
Those fucks can't figure it out.
Dominic Lee in the 98 out on track. He's already completed his first lap, working on that too. 54 seconds and ticking down. What's up, Bill? Comes lead of the tri-oval. He picks up 1/100th of a second. Does not change his position. He remains 8th spot. Blake Giglio out on track. Blake posts a 52.63. Moves him up to the 3rd spot. Edwards just across the line in time, so he moves up to 52.62. Edwards goes P3, knocks Blake Giglio down 1, and qualifying is over. Bill Rivard bringing out his lucky truck and getting the pole here at Daytona. Good lap for Bill. See if we can get our starting lineup rundown for you guys. There is pole sitter Bill Rivard in the 10 truck. He'll be starting alongside Lucas Hoisman, the Laver 12 Toyota. While we wait for rows 3, 4, and 5 to fill in, I'll let you look at our front row a little bit longer. Mike Edwards, Blake Giglio taking their sweet time getting on track. Here's Blake. Everyone go yell at Michael. Michael's holding up the show. There he is. Second row will be Mike Edwards in the 14 Fort Worth Screen Esports Toyota, starting alongside Blake Giglio in 4th, the CTC Racing Toyota. Ethan Evers starts 5th in the Elite Performance Industries Chevrolet. Starting 6th, Billy Davison in the Power Peralta Race Lab Chevrolet. Garrett Board starts in 7th in the... Wow, what does he got going on here? This is different. Oklahoma Parkinson's Alliance, 1A Electric, Spit and Venom, Swiss Army, ECE, all kinds of stuff going on that truck. He'll roll off in the 7th spot. Corey Deal, the 56 Toyota, starts in the 8th spot. Quinn Newton, Low Drag Esports Chevy, starts in 9th. Chriselle Kyer, Navy Ford, starts 10th. Cliff Mullins in the Race 22 Chevrolet, starts in 11th. Dominic Lee's Leaf Guard Ford, starts in 12th. Cody Brown, EPI Toyota, starts in 13th spot. JR Deal Swiss Army Toyota starts in 14th. Nick Hammer in the FireHere.org Chevrolet starts in 15th. Dalton Hayes in the Wendy's Chevrolet starts in 16th. Ian Montrose in the Hoonigan Ford starts in 17th. Jeremy Scher in the Kona Brewing Chevrolet starts in the 18th spot. Daniel Llewellyn Labor 12 Chevrolet starts in 19th. Zach Margison's Lordco Ford starts in 20th. Cody Giles, the Red Spoiler Chevy, starts in 21st. Travis Martin, Ford Performance Ford F-150, starts 22nd. TJ Floyd, OSD Chevrolet, starts 23rd. Jay Munch in the Goodwrench Chevrolet starts in 24th. Alex Relling, Honor the Fallen Chevrolet, starts in 25th. Jeremy Clapper's Martin Sports Ford starts 26th. Scott Mayhew Jr., another Red Spoilers truck, starts in 27th. Scott Elson's Traxxas Toyota, 28th. Will Asherbranner, Fort Worth Screen Esports Chevy, starting in 29th. 29 trucks in this race. Big field. Big field.
Are you sure about that?
Pace car is off. Bill Rivard has to wait for the green flag before we can get going on the initial start. And they are underway. Engines come to life as they head down to turn number 170 laps in our truck race tonight. No stage points, just get points where you finish.
Not even to the first turn, we're going to try and go 3 wide.
Already complaining. Didn't even make it to the first turn before people started complaining. The field sneaking their way down the backstretch. Rivard down low, Hoisman up high. Hoisman has his teammate Blake Giglio trying to push him to the front. Down low you get Bill Rivard leading Mike Edwards and Ethan Evers. Garrett Boyd, 4th car down low. Top line going to prevail here. Hoisman gets his nose out in front. Giglio very high. Corner entry there. That's going on Boulevard to get away as he was not tucked in on Lucas's back bumper, but they're going to get a strong run as they head down the backstretch. Working lap 2 of 70. Be honest, I can't believe we made it 2 laps. Not that I discredit anybody in the field's talent. More so the aggressiveness and anxiousness to get to the front tends to cause some situations. Here we are working lap 3. Bard leads Edwards, Evers, and Boyd on the bottom line. You got Hoytsman, Giglio up top. Davison, third truck in line up there. Corey Deal, the 56. Chris Alkire, the 43, all working the high side. We'll say, just in case we disappear, to have some storms rolling through, a lot of rumbles outside. Boulevard not happy to have Lucas Hoyce in front of him, jumps out to go around with help from Mike Edwards. Blake Giglio trying not to give him that help. Rivard gets back out in front. Lucas Hoyce now sits second. And we are 3 wide up at the top as Giglio did not want to help Edwards, but did not have the steam to get by Edwards. Now Edwards' teammate Ethan Evers jumps up in front of him. And we're crashing. That's more what I thought would happen. Just took a lot longer than I thought.
Dang it, back there had to go. I want you to pit lane getting hit after getting hit.
Me as well, please.
Truck's crashing all over the place.
Me also.
Can I get a drop to the? Can I get UL please? Because I'm completely destroyed.
I also need UL.
Let's try to figure out where this starts. We saw the 54 get turned. Try to find Billy Davidson and all this. Go on his far chase and let it unfold. Looks like he lost the back end a little bit, came up the track into the 56 of Corey Deal. Just drifts up into him, the netcode does the rest. Giglio goes around, Corey Deal involved. Truck blinks out. Can't even see what happens.
Thank you.
Just crashing. Carnage. Go back, try to find 56 of Deal.
Give me an EOL. I am damaged. I am blowing up.
I need UL.
Man, his truck blinks out too. See if we can find the 88 of Quinn Newton if he was involved.
I need a block there as well, please.
The 21 needs an EOL.
Drifts up, 16 collects the 88. Everyone blinks out. So you can ride along with the 9 JR Deal coming in there.
42. I'm guessing you're damaged.
No.
He drifted up to you and then netcode took over Corey.
Chris, can you clear my blind flag again? Cyber never caught up to me.
JR's truck tracking sideways a little bit.
I'm coming right now.
Okay, so upon review, that was netcode, no penalty given.
You wheel it through there, Cliff? Let's go back and find Cliff going through.
Hey, can we stop driving down the left lane of the pit lane, please?
Oh god, not this again.
I got a passing under yellow.
Let's see. Go on top here.
Is that towards me, Garrett? Because I couldn't go to the far right.
I went to two people in front of me that were driving, blocking everybody.
Alright, so the pit road comment there about staying to the right. Rules state 4 pit stalls to and from. You need to be in the right lane.
Here's Cliff making it through the wreck. Cliff usually a wreck magnet, so he's probably pretty excited to make it through well. Mike Edwards showing his race leader. Edwards showing as not having taken pit stop.
How am I let down? Come on, Zachary Margerson, look at your scooter and pass me.
It's telling me to stay behind you.
It says let the 55 go. Now let the 16 go.
Yeah.
Big one
Sorry, was that you behind me during that big one right there?
already happening here. I'm sure we'll have
Yeah,
some
that
more.
was me pushing you until people lost down.
Some trouble striking some of our playoff trucks.
I don't know why I'm getting a passing under yellow, but can I get that cleared?
Probably because you wait for damaged trucks.
Thanks.
That is the most frequent cause on these restrictor plates for those passing under yellow penalties, that, especially the ones people don't understand.
So I feel like iRacing messed up because I'm a lap down?
You were scared? It looks scary.
Can we catch up, please?
Sorry, babe.
Not allowed.
Sorry, Billy. I didn't know that you had to pass.
So Vard Lucas, quite smart on the outs. Garrett Boyd on the inside line. Edwards Evers. 42 of Relling. Top 3 trucks on the outside line. There is that tailgate of the 38. Bard continuing to lead. Lucas Weissman. Garrett Boyd. I believe that is the 54 of Davison. Already back up in the top 10 after that crash. Davison dives to the inside. Looks like we're going 3 wide. Helio down low, Relling in the middle, Evers up high. Now Bandio to the inside. Just 3 wide. 1 lap 10. 3 wide was the culprit of our last crash. Looks like we're trying to do it again as Cliff Mullins goes around off of the 55 of Zachary Margison. Trucks getting collected every which way.
I
Quinn
had to
Newton
check
involved
that
again.
pod.
Because the 42 just drifted into my lane, so...
Can I get a black flag cleared for, I had it dodging, speeding on pit road and I'm not even on it.
See where this one unfolds. Cliff Mullins looks like a netcode again. We just talked about how he was missing Rex. Not so much anymore.
You just got the lucky dog, Nick. It's because you passed me as soon as talking come out.
Let's look on fire chase here.
Good, you didn't deserve it anyways.
So Cliff was 3 wide here. Going around just up a little bit, gets the truck unsettled, and yeah, that was netcode between TJ Floyd and Cliff Mullins, 49. Quinn Newton getting quite a bit of contact. Margerson as well. Cliff rolling backwards.
85, you gotta go around me, dude. Come on.
Tell me to stay behind you.
Working caution number 2. Another multi-truck accident.
I'm down on power.
See who stays and who comes down. Cyborg,
Upon review,
couple coming for fuel.
which again was a net code, no penalty given.
The netcode being a massive jerk tonight. Should be a lot of
Why you
quick
stopping
fuel
there, bro?
stops here. I think Rivard will get out in 6. What's up, Thrizzy? Did not come down on this stop. 5th. Relling 4th. Alkire 3rd. Giglio 2nd. Garrett Boyd will be out front. We had a request to check out Boyd's truck, so let's do so.
Why'd I get waved around?
The bed of the
There
truck.
was a
Pretty great.
jinx in the, or mess up in the iRacing. It gave you the lucky dog initially, but because we were clearing a black flag for dodging you down the pit road, it took it away from you, so we were giving it back to you.
I got a black with patch under yellow on the lucky dog. Hey Cliff, I just watched the replay, man. I'm sorry about that net code. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was in a bad spot anyway.
What's up, Red Tail? Oh man. We got some truck racings. Already 2 big accidents here. Probably some drivers already out of their past repair and having to take either damage repair or out of the race. Quinn Newton's gonna be in trouble for sure. It's an awesome truck, Garrett.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I got a black passing under yellow. I was a lucky dog.
The yucky dog. I like that one. He's a yucky dog.
Okay, so you were the lucky dog that got called around the first time around, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, I really think he was a lucky dog.
Alright, go ahead and clear it, race control.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a rough start, Quinn. Both big wrecks. You're right in the middle of both of them. And both of them coming right in the middle of early 3-wide action, but probably not needed this early in a restrictor plate race.
Y'all were making me work too hard tonight.
Shenanigans.
Could have been Darlington.
Hush.
Darlington's way better than Daytona.
Going up 12.
Darlington's no Richmond, but it is way better than Daytona.
21, you coming?
Engine power, and I don't think I'm going to catch up to the field.
Nope.
I said that
I'm
just for
gonna
radio, by the way. Pace car is off. We're getting set for the restart gear. Boyd, your leader down low.
Yeah, I got
See
another
the truck
yellow.
squirreling a little bit.
Yeah, I got one too. 21 didn't catch up.
Whole lot of black flags coming out. Relling pushes Giglio to the lead. Out in front of Garrett Boyd.
Oh, you.
Relling leading the top line in front of his teammate out in the lead. Giglio getting a little sideways in the 16. It's getting interesting up towards the front. Drop back a little bit, check out mid-pack action. And Montrose for our playoff trucks. Scott Elston.
That's the last passing under yellow I'm going to do, during a caution where we're all stacking up.
I don't understand. But carrying on.
Alvin, now you got a lot of co-op trucks.
That's fair, but for some reason they were like 4 or 5 times.
Relling clears to the race lead out in front of Giglio. We got 2 forward bite trucks leading 2 CTC trucks. Oh, a little bit of a bump. Relling got a bit sideways. Able to hang on to it. Not sure if Giglio's actually trying to make moves or just trying to get the air on the truck. Darting around at 16. Push the trucks down in the bottom lane now, only, 7 left on the top line. Strength in numbers sound low, but the top line going to be the one that gets the push. Lee briefly was clear of his teammate. See Relling check up a little bit to let Lee come down. Giglio, surprised by that, had to let off quickly. It's going to give Hoytsma and Edwards a strong run to come into the trioval. Now Cody Brown moves to the top as Sonic Lee came down. Still 7 trucks on the high line. Hoytsma and Dominic Lee side by side now for the race lead as Mike Edwards tries to push Lucas Hoytsma out to the front. It's kind of how it works in these restrictor plate tracks. You see the top line push somebody out front, then fall back a little bit and push one else out. Looks like Giglio has decided to go up. Squeezed in between Edwards and Rivard. Rivard, I think, gave him a little bit of a break. Now Giglio is going to be put 3 wide. Bill Rivard to the top. Giglio in the middle. Hoytsma going to try to help his teammate, so he moves that line to the middle with Edwards. Now Bill Rivard has no help until Giglio decides to get it behind him. Now Ethan Evers, and we're 3 wide again. Still 52 laps to go, but it is 3 wide time again. Easier to do at Talladega. Daytona is a little bit narrower. Easier to make contact. You see the 3 wide go wrong more often, and then the net code just never helps out. Getting a little sideways. Very close. Edwards and Giglio there. Contact nearly made. Asherbrenner in the foreground. Asherbrenner falling off the lead lap. Dominic Lee way down to the inside. Back. 17th. Weissman out front. Edwards now second. Relling third. Garrett Boyd fourth. Chris Alkire fifth. 5 different teams in the first 5 positions on the inside line. 6 if you count Cody and the Red Spoilers, and 7 if you count TJ Blood. So all kinds of different teams on the inside line. Top line being led by CTC's Blake Giglio. On the screen, Esports Dalton Hayes, Ethan Evers. Meatballs Cody Brown up in the top line. A couple of CTC trucks leading, a couple of Fort Worth trucks. We've made it on to lap 20. Dalton Hayes trying to push Blake Giglio out in front of his teammate. Sure, once he clears, he'll come down, and there he goes. And yeah, Dalton Hayes, Ethan Evers leading the outside line. Cody Brown third. Topside's running out of trucks. So only got 6 now. Ooh, Mike Edwards up the track a little bit. Scared Ethan Evers. Evers jumps up the track. And starting to catch some of the damaged trucks. Mostly in the 98. So he'll use the draft to send him to the inside. Alex Rellings also lost the race lead, or the lead draft.
What are you doing, lap car?
Liam Relling getting past those 2 forward bike trucks. Let's fighting for the lead now. Shuffled out. Lap down. Still only 6 trucks in that top line. See, Scott Mayhew Jr.'s made his way up there. Mayhew Jr. is actually 2 laps down. Looks like Bill Rivard has shuffled Cody Brown out. 3 wide again. Brown stays in line. Just jumps behind Bill Rivard so he didn't get hung out. Quickly gets back down into 2 wide. There's Dalton Hayes getting shuffled out. Hayes now dropping back in the 47. Cher's going to let him in. Chris Allkire just winding up the track right in front of Dalton Hayes. Made Hayes take evasive maneuvers, see how much ground he lost to the 3 in front of him. I think Bill Rivard will be trying to find a way past the 8 truck of Evers. Catching Llewellyn and Clapper. Clapper's 21st, last truck on the lead lap. Llewellyn's 2 laps down, about to go 3. Travis Martin on pit road. He is back out onto the racetrack, lap 26. Chuck's starting to pit for fuel. He lost his team trucks. Steele and other deal. JR and Corey. They come out together. They were supposed to be with Travis Martin, but Martin had a terrible time on pit road. Had 10 extra seconds. And it wasn't for tires. He was just on pit lane. Here comes the field. Travis Martin goes high. Field works their way underneath. Cody Brown, Jeremy Clapper get very close together. Shoots Brown out towards Martin, but everyone able to safely maneuver. There goes a crash. Clapper.
Thank you for fucking my truck up. Awesome. That's great. It wasn't even fucking clear.
I don't know how the caution doesn't come out there. There it goes. Finally did trigger. Looks like the Cody Brown just drove right down into the 21. Let's get another look at that. See what maybe Cody Brown got bumped or something. That was weird. Just shot him down there. Nope, just turned right down into him. Cody Brown just drove right into the quarter pound of the 21 of Jeremy Clapper, sends him around, sets off an accident while pit stops are happening.
Saw someone go to space. Corey, where you at?
This is going to jumble everything up. Some
Me?
trucks will be on lead lap, some won't.
Yeah.
Just coming out of 2.
Alright, says I gotta let you by. I'm in 4.
Probably be some waves around too.
Okay,
for sure,
so
Derek.
upon review, the 17 came down into the 21 because the initial contact, the contact between the 17 and the 47 was net code. The 17 will receive an EOL.
Cody
Alright,
Brown
well, Dominic, let's catch up already.
picking up the EOL. Ethan
Hey,
Evers, your
Cliff,
race
sorry you
leader.
got
Bill
caught up in
Rivard,
that.
second. Lucas Hoisman, Mike Edwards, Jeremy Shearer, Ian Montrose, TJ Floyd, Cody Giles,
Yeah,
Scott Elston,
Daytona,
Billy
the
Davis
way.
in your top 10.
William, I know that's the best you can go, but we're just trying to catch up so we can pit.
I'm working on.
Sure, pit
So,
road will be a
William's
busy
really
place.
damaged. If we pit, can we get our bikes cleared or not? It's me and JR asking this.
Typically, yes. When you got, because people can't catch up because of damage and stuff, yes.
Top 9 on pit road. Now Davison joins him. Giglio is in. JR deal, Corey deal. Dalton Hayes catching back up. Garrett Boyd in the 38.
Race control, can you see why I just got a black for passing the yellow again? I don't know what's going on. I waited for 56 to pass, then I pit.
Checking. Wait on me.
Dominic
I
Lee
can
showing out
verify
1
he
lap
did.
down.
Wait on me.
Alex Relling a lap down. J Munch
I
lap
got a
down,
black
Nick Cameron.
2 for passing. No one was on my relative though.
.47 said he got a black flag. A lot of black flags.
I'd like to get a Swift, ET Swift up this week.
Thank you.
What is an ET Swiss? I don't know what that is.
Don't know why
Okay.
it said that. I
Leading
didn't hit
race.
that button.
I got a passing under yellow as well.
It was bad, Glyph. It was pretty bad. Dominic Lee pitting on the lap down truck slap. Him and Relling both going down. J Munch stays
I got
out.
a black flag clear.
This does Nick Cameron. So 2 of our 1 lap down trucks stay out here.
And the 31 got an EOL for low engine power.
So Will Asherbrenner damaged, trying to get
Thank you.
further to the back. Daniel Llewellyn might be the last truck still running. Quinn Newton shown out of the race, as is Zach Martinson. Now I don't see Clapper or Mullins on track either. So we might have 4 trucks already out of this one. Still 39 laps to go. Much too early for all this aggression.
What was that?
Plate race like this,
You're good.
I like to get single file on the inside line and just cruise.
Aerodynamic.
Get the laps done. Clearly I'm a weirdo for that. Everybody here, go, go, go.
No, these trucks are made of glass.
You're giving credit to glass. I figured paper mache.
I would have said that, but I really couldn't say it with as many shots of fireball I got right now.
You're probably gonna have to clear some flags.
Pace car heads off. We'll get restarted as we come to lap 32. Christopher Alkire, the 43 Navy Ford, will lead us through the start.
You didn't go. Sorry, Blake.
With Mullins coming off
Yeah,
there.
Sorry,
Who's
let's get
still in
clear
the
off.
race?
Blake, I'm sorry. He just did not go on that restart. I don't know why.
Never jumps to the top side behind his
No, you're
teammate.
not good. I'll tag you down. And if I do, I will.
Bill Rivard using the
That's
high
all
line to
right.
take the race lead. Rivard got some rear end damage in the center. If you have to have damage somewhere, that's where you'd have to pick it. Teammates from Fort Worth Screen going to try to work together to take the race lead on the high line. Edwards is out front. Will he come down or will he wait for Ethan to clear? Now he goes down with Ethan, so yeah, he did wait for him. Montrose, no immediate help out there on the high line. Scott Elson a couple trucks back. Rivard going to jump out in front of Montrose, trying to push his way back to the race lead. He doesn't like to get shuffled back. Montrose a few, at least a truck and a half back from him. It's going to take a while for that push to get there. Top 3 trucks on the outside line, all playoff trucks. This is our cutoff race to go from round of 12 to round of 8. As we approach halfway through this 70-lap Daytona race. Rivard now door to door with race leader.
Eat shit.
Love you too.
Edwards jumps up in front of Bill Rivard. Dangerous move.
Language on the radio.
Now I believe Edwards going to be shuffled back in the middle.
Don't even. Show our
That's how we show our love.
Vard gets back out front. Is Montrose going to clear? As we're 3 wide for the 4th spot. Scott Elson, the 85, being shuffled back. Bill Rivard back out front. Number 10 truck has Ethan Evers, Chris Allkire behind. Mike Evers drops back down to the inside, gets behind Chris Allkire. Now the top is Montrose, Nick Hammer, 69 of Joel Munchen. Hello, Clapper. See, you're on the sidelines, as is Margison. Early night for a few guys. Montrose trying to side draft that Navy board.
Well, that apron's not friendly, bud.
Never is.
But it's yellow.
Who's that? 54 of Davison. Slow on the apron. That gets us to halfway. 35 down, 35 to go. Oh, you're fixing it? Vard, Evers, Allkire, Edwards, Montrose are top off. Jeremy Scher battling Montrose. Ethan Evers goes to the top with Mike Edwards. Trying to take the lead back away from Bill Rivard. Chris Allkire advances up to the second truck on the inside line. Whoa, Edwards out of shape in that 14, hangs on to it. That'd be alarming if you're Ian Montrose watching all that. Travis Martin in the back. Dancing side to side.
Hey,
Make Corey Deal back there goofing off. Like Clapper's about to rejoin the field. 21 truck comes off pit road. Ethan Evers and Mike Edwards make it out to the front in front of Bill Rivard. Now Ian Montrose waits for the 69 of J Munch catch back up to him so he can try to make a push to the front. We'll see how long Rivard stays in line. Hasn't stayed there very long. If he's had the opportunity to shuffle to the outside, he has taken it 100% of the time. So we'll see what Bill does in the 10. Right now, he has Ian Montrose to his high side. He has not had the room to jump out. Montrose, Munchell, Boyd, and Dalton Hayes. That's Cody Brown and Nick Hammer behind them. All on the top line. They're approaching another lap machine. 17 trucks on the lead lap are all in this lead pack. Nobody fallen off yet that's on the lead lap.
have yours ever met inside wall?
Jay Munch in that 69 truck on the high side, he's actually a lap down. He's hoping an incident occurs behind him where the lucky dog would be given to him. Gets on Wally. Out on the apron. He is 3 laps down now. 4 laps down.
Hey, you look a little slow there, boy.
Like Evers wanted to jump up in front of Montrose here,
Yeah.
but did not have the
Another Cody ran me over.
gap for it. Now we're side by side for the race lead.
Borrow Travisism, love your face.
Travisism.
Love your face.
Love your face.
Reached the 30 to go. T54 of Davison down and out of the way. Davison getting passed by Scott Mayhew Jr. as Mayhew is up in his pack. Both trucks 2 laps down. Things have kind of settled down, but only kind of. Maybe a little bit of a field run down where things are mostly chill. Ethan Evers your leader. Edwards, Montrose, Rivard, Boyd your top 5. Alkire, Hayes, Scherer, Brown, and Giles for the top 10. TJ Floyd in 11th. Lucas Weisman rides 12th. Scott Elston 13th. Blake Giglio 14th. J.R. Deal 15th. Brother Corey in 16th. Travis Martin 17th. Those trucks biding their time waiting for the end of the race. J Munch 1 lap down in 18th. Nick Hammer a lap down 19th. That's on Nick Lee. Lap down in 20th. And his teammate Alex Relling lap down 21st. Scott Mayhew Jr. in the 29 is 2 laps down 22nd. Billy Davison truck very damaged. He is 2 laps down 23rd. Will Asher-Renner, there he is, 24th, 3 laps down. Daniel Wallen still running. He's 4 laps down, 25th. Jeremy Clapper in the 21. He is 10 laps down. Out of the race, Cliff Mullins. Well, I guess he's on pit road. So he could come back if he wanted to. But Cliff Mullins is 27th, showing 12 laps down. Out of the race, Margison and Newton. The last 2 trucks scored. Haven't missed a thing up front. Still Evers, Edwards, and the 10 of Bill Rivard. Down low, Montrose with the lap truck of J Munch up high. Leave SC31, there he is. Going another lap down for Asher-Renner. Asher-Renner will now be 4 laps down. Same laps Daniel Llewellyn. J Munch drops down out of the top line. Gets in behind Mike Edwards between him and Rivard. Which allows Edwards to clear from the second place truck of, or third place truck of Montrose. Montrose now drops down. Could we be getting close to pit stops? Trucks dive into the bottom lane. There goes Cody Brown down to the bottom, and here comes J Munch, Rivard, Deal, and Martin. 5 trucks peel off. 27 to go. Pit road. Bunch of 10/10 drivers coming down the pit together. Now Garrett Boyd to the top side. That's Dalton Hayes and Nick Cameron. They're trying to take over the race lead. As everyone else tries to fight for the bottom. Field works their way down the backstretch. Hayes drops down in front of Evers. That'll be team trucks there, so I'm sure he let him in. There comes Nick Hammer in the 11. And you see him from the pit road there. Not this time by, but you see the 43 peel off. Alkire coming to pit road. These guys heading out off pit road. That is a bunch of the 10/10s crew.
Hey, I love lap cars. I can't hold a fucking line.
Oh, alright. Yellow is
I
out.
love lap cars too.
So what has happened here? Hoistman's torn up in the 97. Field coming into turn 1 area. Breaks obviously in
Anybody
front of
behind
him.
me, I'm gonna
The
be
camera
sitting here.
was in
so
it
you
in
can
the
pass me.
11. See if we can find how Nick gets turned. He comes.
Okay,
ahead of Hoy.
upon review, the 11 car drifted up and into the 38, causing the spin. The 11 will have to do it.
There you go. 11 up and into the 38, setting off a chain reaction there.
Checking up on backstretch.
29.
Checking up on
Hoistman
backstretch.
takes a hard hit, as does the 29, so both of those are probably pretty well torn up. Let's get another look at what happens to Mayhew Jr. here. He's clipped in the right rear. Bam! T-boned by the 85 of Elston. Dominic Lee, did he really make it through there? Let's go right with the 98. He may have made it through this. If so, that is impressive. Let's go on his roof cam here. That's inside. Let's try roof cam. They aren't labeled, so if you're wondering why I do that a lot, I'm guessing.
Hey, can we get caught up okay properly?
Can't change the names as far as I know. That was Mayhew Jr.
Giving it all to you.
Oh my gosh. Get it mowed down. Good job there, Dominic Lee. Let's see who has what as they come to pit road. 24 to go. Like Cody Brown has messed up his pit box entry. He got
I
way
want to
too
need a
far
black
to the wall.
clear passing under yellow here.
Cody Brown struggling back there in the 17 truck.
Is there no wave around or something in this? Because now I'm having to let lead lap cars by when I was in front of them when the cars came out.
Yeah, these three in front of me should technically be a wave around. But it's telling me to pass them.
Race control, go ahead and give
Thanks,
the
Tyler.
folks that are in front of the leader their wave around. That way we don't end up having issues with it, giving black flags.
Nice. That's awesome, Tyler.
10-4.
You'll be
Who
back
am I
soon.
giving away around to?
Probably anyone in front of me. I think I'm the leader.
Leader is Corey Deal.
No, you're not, Dalton. You're third. It would be at least the 69 and 21 for sure. I can't see who the front car is.
It's the 42, 21, 69. They are in front of me, who is the leader.
So Alex Relling, J Munch will
Ten
go
points,
from
thank
a
you.
lap down to on the lead lap, and then the 21 will go from 10 laps down to 9 laps down.
Appreciate it. I'm not sure why it's doing that. It was a little weird.
Must be short cautions or something.
Just be prepared, race control. You might have to do a clear all. Sometimes it goes wonky when we do that.
31 said they hit the OL, so you
C9, you're come around me.
'1023, booyah! What up? Thank you for the 16 months, absolute legend. Thanks so much, bud.
Here, it's coming to let you by.
So Corey Deal, the race leader in his unsponsored 56 Toyota. Chris Alkire alongside. Hayes and Edwards for row 2.
Sorry about that. It was telling me what I'm by.
Green flag is out. Alkire struggling. 43 truck dancing every which way. The top line not going to get a good restart here. Daniel Waller just brushed him off.
Hey, you're the one that jumped the restart, man.
You guys are changing lanes.
Alkire, they huge head of steam.
Me and the 98 need black flag clear for passing under yellow for no reason.
There's always a reason.
Thank you.
Sorry, Dalton. I reacted to Montrose coming down.
Alkire clears to the race lead. Alkire at the front. Alkire and Montrose.
Sorry, JR.
Whole lot of Fords up there. There's 3 Fords in the top 5. Until Hayes gets by Martin. Giles making his way towards the front in the 7. Now that we're 19 laps remaining. Yikes. I'm holding my breath half the time up here. These trucks are dancing around quite a lot. Okay, with a push from Deal and Hayes out front. Montrose, Rivard, and Giles. Giles drops down to the bottom behind Hayes. Now there's only 3 trucks in the top. They're going to fade quickly.
Thank you for letting me down there, man.
Montrose up and into the outside wall. Keeps it going straight. Clapper knew he can put another lap down. Put Clapper back to 10 laps down. Looks like Mike Edwards in the 6th spot. Just trying to get that outside line going once again. Dalton Hayes has jumped up there. They have help from Bill Rivard, Ethan Edwards. Those 4 trucks going to try to form up the outside line.
Are you damaged, 31?
31's definitely damaged. Unless he took faster. Dalton Hayes trying to push through to the race lead. His windy Chevrolet fired up and rolling. Dalton Hayes, Christopher Alkire battle for the race lead down the backstretch of Daytona. Hayes has his teammates of Mike Edwards and Ethan Evers tucked in behind him. Alkire trying to use the help from Corey Deal and Cody Giles. Now they're 24 seconds back and falling. Montrose has lost the pack as well for when he got up and into the wall. He could, buddy. Right now, he's got the teammates to fight against Edwards. Oh! Ethan Evers not clear. Gets into Bandio. Goes around. Bandio then comes down into Cody Giles. And the wreck is on from there. The go Bandio and the Bandio for the win. Not going well as Bandio. Ethan Evers make contact. Looked like Evers was trying to clear down with his teammates and did not have room. Chuck's still there. Blake Giglio on pit road.
Checking up on the back, middle back.
Bill got a piece of that? Let's go back and see what happens. It starts with the 8. Looks like he came down on the 43. So you can go on far chase here. I guess 43 actually did come up. He's way up off the bottom. A little bit of 2 trucks over the same spot. Bandio kind of drifted up a little bit right there. Kind of 2 trucks going for that same piece of real estate.
Review. The 43 drifted up and into the second truck that caused the spin. The 43 will be given the EOL.
So Bandio to the back. It's only a difference of 5 spots for him right now. He's 12th, 17th is the last one on the lead lap. Everybody coming up. Should be a lot of fuel-only stops here.
I need a black cleared.
Watch it from Dalton Hayes' truck. See if he beats everyone off pit road with the fuel only. Down and away is our race leader as the 43 comes in his box. Edwards going to win the race off pit road. Edwards and Hayes with the same pits time, 6.1, but Edwards nearly a second and a half faster on the pit lane. In and out of his box quicker and cleaner.
Beat you off pit road.
So Mike Edwards take over the race lead here. Lucas Huisma up to 3rd. Cody Brown is 4th. Corey Deal 5th. JR Deal 6th. TJ Floyd 7th. Ian Montrose 8th. Dominic Lee now 9th. Travis Martin 10th. Chris Alkire will have to go to the back of the field, currently shown 11th. Jay Munch 12th. Ethan Evers 13th. It's like Ethan's taking his fast repair here. Alex Relling 14th. Jeremy Scherer 15th. Bill Rivard currently 16th, still on the lead lap. Garrett Boyd 17th, coming off pit road with some damage. Can't see him through all the walls, but I promise you there's a 7 truck in there. Cody Giles. Looks like he is taking damage repair. Here for the win? No, not in the playoffs. Derek's just going to say every truck in the lead for the win. Here's the 21 on his wave around. We're getting set for the restart. 14 of Edwards taking the top here. Probably coordinated with Hayes to drop down in front of him.
Love your pay.
Do you need to pass me, Travis?
Mwah. And no, it's just telling me to get in front of Dana.
Insufficient amount of Barney on the 14. I'll tell him that. He'll show up in a purple truck next week.
Cliff, you gotta go buy me, dude. I'm an EOL.
Calm before the storm. 13 to go. It's fixing to get even more dicey from here. Faster pairs, Mike Edwards still has his. Rivard still has his. Giles still has his in the top 20. But not a lot of them left. Not a lot of them left at all. Ford Mustang's going to make a left down pit road. We are set to get back racing. Mike Edwards jumps out in front of Dalton Hayes. Lucas Weissman trying to push along in the 97
Can I
up
get
top.
a black cleared? Tell me I passed the pace car, but I was on pit road.
That's impressive. Passing the pace car on pit road. Cody Brown, Corey Deal, JR Deal, Travis Martin. All in the top lane. It's like the 69 of J Munch trying to go up there with him, but unable to as the 42 is there. Montrose, Lee, a bunch of trucks jumping to the top. Montrose and Lee trading. Can't make up their mind, top or bottom. See those two crossing over
Can
multiple
we cut out
times
the
there.
blocking at the back of the back? What the hell?
Montrose and Lee just refuse to be in the same lane. That's what you hear Jay
What
Munch
the
talking
fuck,
about.
dude? Dominic Lee, are you kidding me, man? No cussing.
Yeah, that was a pretty rough one there. No language.
You're really saying no language? We cuss all the fucking time.
Watch the racing.
Much more concerned.
Don't say anything, he'll wreck you.
I know what that was in reference to, and it was pretty funny. Wow. I'm just waiting for the 2 to turn the 98. Finally, the 98 quits blocking the 2. Man, that went on for quite a while. Right? I don't disagree at all, Timo. So up front, Mike Edwards, Dalton Hayes, Lucas Hoytsma, TJ Floyd, Ethan Evers, and now Ian Montrose. On the bottom line, you got Cody Brown, Corey Deal, JR Deal, and Travis Martin on the top line. These 10-10s boys like to go 3 wide at the top at the end of races. Oh, it was highly entertaining. Glad I wasn't in either of those trucks. I've seen Edwards be out front late in these restrictor plate races many a times, often not having a trophy to show for it, so we'll see if this one goes any differently for him. A whole lot of Toyotas in that top 6. 5 of our top 6, all Toyotas. Dalton Hayes, the lone exception, his Wendy's Ford. I said Ford. Wendy's Chevy. I know, a lot of people hate me now for confusing those two. As Brown gets out front to the bottom, in front of Mike Edwards. Now it's 3 10-10 trucks leading the outside line. You said I didn't call him a Honda. That's the worst thing you can call it. I'll take a swig of drink and think about what I've done. Ethan Evers trying to go to the top by himself. He's going to find that he's around all 10-10's teammates, and that's not going to work out for him. 5 trucks in that top line are all 10-10's team trucks. Then they have Chris Alkire at the back of their group. Ethan Evers ducked out to try and get a run going in that 3rd lane, but nobody there to go with him. Everybody in that middle lane is a teammate.
Clap over to the wide, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Oof, J Munch nearly gets into the left rear quarter panel of Evers. That was very close. Revenge of the homie. Look at that middle line snaking.
I can't go anywhere.
And
You
that
stop
gets
hitting me, too.
Corey Deal to the bottom.
Sorry, I finally keep it checked up. Sorry, dude.
Now 3 wide
You
is
can't
J
be
Munch.
100% throttle. I'm literally up Lucas's butt.
Ian Montrose. Oh, Bandio gets into J Munch, turns him down into Dalton Hayes. Hayes up into Ethan Evers. Llewellyn's collected. Scherer is collected. Yellow is out. The yellow flies. 6 to go.
Wow, you guys have just fucking destroyed my truck tonight. Every one of you.
Every one of you. Daniel
Bring the
Llewellyn
black
blaming
flag for going to the
everyone.
pits.
I'm gonna check up out of 2. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
Let's check fire chase here on the 69.
First lane.
Alkire gets up and into him. The 43 loses the nose. Tags the left rear of the 69. Turns him into Hayes. Hoytsma gets a piece. TJ Floyd gets involved. Smacks the inside wall.
I mean, the man's been doing the same thing the entire night and caused another wreck.
Dalton Hayes picking on the 43 for yet another incident. And the 43, wouldn't you know it, makes it through just fine.
Okay, on review, this was net code, no penalty given.
What? What?
31, where you at?
Where?
I might need another review.
Yeah.
I mean, he would have hit him anyways, dude. Like that, I don't care if it was net code or not.
I mean, I don't even see the slightest bit
Look, you
of...
go, Kyle. Look, you go.
That's not netcode. He hits him. He flat out hits him. There's no netcode at all. Just straight up hits him.
Another black passing in a yellow, even though I waited.
Who is that? I don't know. I didn't pay any attention to who was race control tonight. Is it Isaacs? Yeah, I don't know where where the netcode would even be in that.
Get her read again. It might have been a deliver of that code, or it was going to happen one way or another.
69, I'm not doubting that it was going to happen just because y'all were 3 wide there, but when the spin happened, there was no contact.
No, I've had calls where they said, "Oh, you were going to hit him anyway."
I thought if it was gonna get just because net code happened doesn't mean it wasn't someone's fault. Penalty.
Hey guys, so honestly guys, I mean if you don't feel the call is right, that's fine. You can protest the call and we could review it. It is what it is. But I'll be honest with you guys, I feel like it was my fault, so go ahead and give me the drive-through race control.
Bandio's a stand-up guy. Shenanigan code.
So, question is now, are we putting people to the back for the drive-throughs or not?
Should.
Never mind, he already answered. Kind of figured maybe after Monday it might be brought up.
I'm just wondering if iRacing, like, on some people's screens might have shown that as netcode. It's possible. iRacing's weird. Don't want to pick on Chris or anything. You are right about that, Jake. Sometimes it's just you're so far apart, though, and it is
Hey, whoever's behind me, I'm got
for
engine
sure
damage.
not good.
I don't know if I'm gonna catch the 29 in time.
Oh, it sucks
Just a
for
heads
sure.
up.
Which is the reason why I won't do it. It's a horrible job. Thankless job. An unpaid job. So, the Deal Brothers out front. Let's see if they have a timed restart coming here.
I need a clear on the black flag for not passing under yellow.
JR and Travis Martin up high. Corey and Cody down low. The Dealio is out front. Sure Thrizzy is loving this if he's hanging out. The Deal's 1-2. Now JR and Travis get clear of Corey. 10-10's team 1-2-3 on the bottom line. Cliff Mullins being told he sucks and agreeing with it. Cody Brown swings out in front of Mike Edwards. Not going well. Cody Brown goes around in the 17. Caution flag is out. Can't even see Cody. Where is he? Where'd that man's go? There he is.
Check him out, check him out, check him out.
Cody just celebrated a birthday.
We're gonna check about 1 and 2.
Let's watch this from the far chase. See if there was enough room there. Rivard just shit himself. Let's watch the
This
17
caution
and 14.
Brought to you by iRacing.com, where you can buy the cars and the tracks and the net code.
Buy the net code. Cody comes up right in front of Mike Edwards. Gets a little out of shape. Mike doesn't anticipate him getting out of shape, so he's full throttle. Gets into the back of Cody as he checks up. Round goes Brown. Just not enough room between the two trucks as he came up. So when Cody got loose, he didn't have a whole lot of time. It's a good thing your truck blew up. It's just short track racing. Oh, Lord. Cody now finds himself 14th after that spin. Didn't hit anything too hard. Nobody T-boned him, so he should be okay. JR out front, Travis Martin, Corey Deal. Top 3. Yeah, that one was a racing deal because he checked up right in front of him. There's no time to react to that. Alright, 16 trucks still in the lead lap. Mayhew Jr. now one lap down.
So, upon review, the 17 comes up across the 14 and never touches him. Comes back down and there's a spin. I can't really tell who's at fault here. So I'm going to call this a racing incident.
Re-debut this season during Friday Fun Night. Nice. Next Friday Fun Night will be quite the prize. If we get our goal met tomorrow, it'll be a $40. If we don't get the goal met tomorrow, it'll be a $30. It's still going to be awesome.
Daniel, I couldn't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
It's Daniel, it's always sarcasm.
I really meant it.
I've always hated them, Quinn. Now you're on my side. I have always hated super speedways. It's not racing. It's just high-speed chess. Which is a different kind of fun, but not in a pressure-packed situation. No, it's not fun. It can be if you win.
Billy?
But for the most part, it's not fun.
Nope.
It's just angry people.
Why is it? Shit.
But for some people, it's the only way they can win. I'm one of those people. So they still go out there and race them, you know. Get angry about that $12 car crash. Yeah. It is what it is. Some people like it, some people hate it. Some people race only this stuff. Like, I couldn't do that. It'd drive me nuts. I'd rather run 30th at Charlotte than like 8th at Daytona all the time. Please give me another track. Why does Neo hate Lucas so much? Here we go. Pace car is off. We're set for a green-white checker attempt on number 1. If they don't make it back around to the white flag, we'll do it again. Get 3 attempts at it. JR deal. With his brother Corey behind as the 42 Relling goes around. We will go to another green-white checker. Relling still getting crashed. Cody Brown involved. Somehow
Yellow? What is going on right now?
Not out.
Yeah, I think we need a caution there when the cross.
There it is.
No, let it keep going.
Oh wait, that wasn't a single car spin to the inside?
Oh, it's a lot of crashing.
I tried to get out of the way of that, but that happened too quickly.
Looks like Relling may have missed a shift right in front of Montrose. And all hell breaks loose. Cody Brown getting involved again. I mean, I guess nobody went around, so that's why iRacing didn't throw it. But that is a lot of contact. See, Cher gets a piece of it. Bandio gets in there. Man. There was a single car admin thrown. I can't see who throws it from this, obviously.
I don't know. They checked up mighty hard in front of me for no reason, so I don't know if DRC wants to take a look at railing and the way he was driving.
I mean, it's obvious that the 42 just suddenly checks up. No idea why, but Alex Relling restarted third on the outside row. See the flame out the pipes as he's off the accelerator. And everyone piles in. And Cody Brown, that's what Necco looks like. See him jump sideways for no apparent reason. Cody's had a rough end to this race. You're just watching? Yeah, imagine being in it.
Okay. Upon review, it looks like the 42 either spun his wheels or missed a shift that caused all of this. The 42 will have the away.
He's already at the back. He's in pit road. So JR, Travis, Corey at the front of the field get to try it again. 310-10 trucks leading the way. Dominic Lee in 4th. Mike Edwards, Cody Giles, Ian Montrose, Jay Munch, Garrett Boyd, and Chris Alkire your top 10. Bet JR even nervous. You go find out. Let's go interrupt. Just for a moment. JRDG, you got a copy? Hello. JRDG, you got a copy?
Hello.
There he is. Hey man, well, are you nervous sitting out front? Green white checker finish number 2 attempt coming up?
Trying to figure out what the crap I'm doing.
Well, you're leading the race, I'll tell you that.
This is exciting.
You got a couple teammates there with you. You think you got what it takes to hold off your 2 teammates and the rest of the field and get the job done here? Move on to the next round.
I am going to try everything I can to.
Well, I mean, you're in the best spot, I think. Got 2 team trucks, like I said. I think it'll go well for you, but we'll find out.
Yeah,
So I am
we about to find out. I just want to see the white flag.
Yep. Well, either way, you got one more shot at it, right? So if you don't get it this time, the next one's definitely going to be it, no matter what. It's only 3 attempts for number 2. Diwadi says, I bet JR ain't even nervous.
I'm having a blast. I love super speedway racing. I'm at home.
Yeah, home, huh? When I go home, I have a hell of a time. Richmond's a bitch.
Yeah. Yes, that is.
Wadi says, you can do it.
I'm going to try.
You get the one to go here?
Yep.
Hot dog. Well, I'll let you go down and talk strategy with your team. Good luck, sir.
All right. I'll see you soon.
I like that confidence. Said I'll see you soon. I think he's thinking about a post-race interview over here. JR takes the bottom. Travis,
Sorry, he was in the broadcast booth and wasn't able to see what he wanted.
I gave him back to you for a whole lap. It's not like I waited till the end.
It's your fault, DB.
Hey, fuck you. JR Deal.
Fuck you.
Travis Martin. Front row. Row 2. Corey Deal. Dominic Lee. Row 3. Mike Edwards with some damage. And Cody Giles. It's always Swiss's fault. Even if I'm not even fucking involved, it's my fault. Something I'm not even in. Sunday nights. I'm not even there. Not even broadcasting. Still my fault. Working our way through turns 3 and 4, getting set for green-white checkered attempt number 2.
Come on, get up there.
The one that is down on power. I'll try to stay out of the way.
'97's damaged. He's just trying to make it to the end.
Who is down on power?
Everybody, half the field.
97.
JR gets us back underway. Travis Martin on the high side. Corey Deal in third. Travis Martin slots down between the 2 Deal brothers. 10-10 trucks for 1, 2, 3. Dominic Lee stuck on the high side. No teammates with him. Here comes Cody Giles trying to make his way up there. Mike Edwards, 5th truck in there. Into him. He's trying to make some moves, but has Giles to his outside, not able to do so. 10-10 trucks 1, 2, 3. Bringing Mike Edwards with him as Dominic Lee fades back in 98. Now Edwards going to jump up in front of him. Corey tries to make his truck very wide to slow down the run. Edwards has Dominic Lee tucked in behind him. White flag in the air, so we are going to finish it on attempt number 2. Travis Martin pushing JR Deal. Corey in the 56, riding in the 3rd spot. He's going to go up and try to cut off the advances of Mike Edwards. Now Deal sandwiched between Giles and Edwards. Able to hold him off. That's impressive. Corey making that truck super wide. Edwards now up to the 3rd spot. He's got 2 more trucks to go and only 2 turns to get there. He's got to go the long way around. They're going to need a hell of a push from Lee and the 10 of Rivard. Now Lee gets up and out of shape. That's going to cost Edwards his push. Now Edwards gets tagged by Rivard. That shoots Giles in the 7 down to the inside. JR Deal going to get the victory at Daytona. And it is a 1-2-3 for 10-10 Racing. Bill Rivard even getting in there in the top 5 for the top 5 10-10 trucks. JR gets the win.
I want to thank everybody tonight for hitting me. Have a nice night.
JR's 2nd win of the season.
Daniel, I missed it. Can I come and get another hit?
Wait till next week. You can hit me from behind.
Sounds dirty.
I'm gonna need to talk to whoever the head of the league is about some of the races there. Ridiculous.
Swiss Army
but
truck
it's all
getting
right
the
for
win.
you to.
Here comes most of
And
10
send
cents
me,
and Dominic Lee to
what's over
celebrate.
the DM on spotters for this series, and we can go from there.
One shot through there. Bill Navarre doing donuts there for his 5th place finish. Team 4 of the top 5. That's impressive. Waiting room, please, for Corey Deal, Travis Martin, and JR Deal. Just leave your trucks on track so we can find you. Oh my gosh, Asherbrenner smashing Clapper across the line. We got Corey, let's go bring him in. Corey, DG, you got copy? Well, that was really fun. Pushing, blocking, keeping everyone behind you, getting the 1, 2, 3 for the team. Tell me how your night was and how you felt about that finish.
Once again, JR is the real deal. We'll take that. I mean, that was just awesome. I mean, obviously everybody knew it was going to happen. You knew us three were going to hook up. I made my truck as big as it could be. You know, I'm just glad I didn't get. I know this is a bad quote, but Dale Earnhardt, you know, into the outside wall. I made that truck as big as I could make it. You know, I was blocking for Travis, blocking for JR. You know, congrats to him. I'm just, it's hard to do teamwork sometimes.
Right? It's like, why do I gotta be the one to finish third?
Yeah. I say, I'm happy. I'm stoked. You know, Bill with the top 5. He really needed that after last week, and you know, just congrats to JR. Let's go.
And all your big news this week and good finishes for the team. It's been a good time for you.
Yeah, you know, 10 tenths, 1, 2, 3. It's amazing. And then, you know, I'm not going to be here all next week. So I really needed a good, you know, race to finish it out. And I mean, I'll take it. You know, I get married Saturday, like you know, you already know about. But, dude, it's a good way to end the night.
Let's say this is like your bachelor party.
Yes, sir. This is awesome. I would rather be here spending it with my boys instead of out partying and doing something stupid. You know, I'm glad to be here.
Yes, sir. All right, let's throw out those sponsors, teams, family, all that stuff. Get it out there.
Shout out to, you know, 10 tenths, obviously. A great night for us. We finally used teamwork and actually didn't wreck each other. What a surprise. Shout out to Trading Paints for this, you know, Timmy Hill paint scheme. I mean, I liked it. I'm glad I could run it. Still waiting on a paint. Cough. Shout out to, you know, just everybody watching. Shout out to you. I mean, this beautiful broadcast, man. I love tuning in, cussing you out. You know, it's always a blast. I always got to get the angry cussing in there.
For sure.
You know, and then she's asleep behind me, but shout out to my fiance. You know, thanks for putting up for everything I do. You know, doing all this. Yeah, I'm just. Let's go.
All right, bud. Get on out of here. Enjoy your weekend. Get married. Hope it's a great time for everyone, and we'll catch you back here as a married man next week.
Yes, sir. See Pablo out.
Later. Corey Deal in the 56, bringing it home in the 3rd spot. Travis Martin's run off track, so we're gonna have to rewind and find some footage of the 63 out on track. I promise you he's in the race. There he is. Let's back it up so we can get plenty of stock footage of the 63 rolling around Daytona. Slow it down. Check out Travis Martin's truck as we pull him into the broadcast room. Trav, DG, got a copy? Hello. Well, team 1, 2, 3, bringing it home 2nd place tonight, getting your boy JR the victory, pushing him to the winner's circle. Tell me how your night was, my friend.
Oh, it was a good night. You know, super speedways, I like to kind of hang in the back, try to avoid the wrecks. It didn't really work this time, but you know, we just kind of tried to make our way forward. Once us three kind of got together, you know, it was just kind of whoever slots in where we're pushing and we're gonna go, and that's kind of what we did on the last lap. And I just kind of put some super glue on my bumper and away we went.
Nice team strategy too, with JR, Corey lining up on the inside, you were on the outside, just dropping down between them and hooking up, keeping the trucks in line there and getting the strategy to work out for a 1, 2, 3 team finish. That's very hard to do. I don't know if people understand how hard that is to do here. A lot of people want to mess up your strategy, but it was well executed, well organized, and well done.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, it's fun to see. You don't get to see it too often. So when you luck into it, you know, maybe not luck, you know, but yeah.
They say
You know,
that
it's a
fortune
good feeling.
favors the prepared, right? That's the saying.
There you go. Right place, right time.
Exactly. Well, it looked like a heck of a lot of fun. You got your friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs to drop on us tonight.
Of course, dude. Gotta shout out my 10-10s boys. Nice 1, 2, 3, and 5 tonight. Wait, where did Joel finish?
10.
P10. Hey, nice top 10, Joel. I know that was a goal of his after getting involved in the wreck. But got to shout out McConeySetupShop.com. Use that code GHOST for 10% off. And 1023graphics.com for some awesome paint schemes. And then, of course, DG Swiss. Love you, brother. Thanks for doing the broadcast. And thanks for having me up here. Really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We love having you being part of our family. Appreciate you being so involved in our community. It's awesome to have you.
Love your face.
Enjoy your finish. We'll see you in the next race, my friend.
Mwah.
It's Travis Martin in the 63, getting the P2 tonight. And let's go to the man of the hour, JR Deal, getting the big win tonight. JR, tell me how you're feeling after that one, my man.
I'm still shaking, man.
And D-Waddy thought you weren't even nervous. Now you're in there shaking.
That's, oh my goodness. I'm never getting rid of this truck, ever. I'm racing it for the rest of everything.
Wow. Until they change the truck, right?
Yeah.
Like 2028, and you're in some kind of weird electric truck.
Oh man, that's holy crap.
The team strategy worked out beautiful. You got a 1, 2, 3. You also had 5th and 10th, so a lot of 10-10s boys up in the top 10 tonight.
Yeah, that's what we needed to go into the next round.
So we'll check the points here after we get the YouTube piece of this done, and we'll see where everyone shakes out. So don't go anywhere if you're hanging out trying to figure out who makes it to the next round. We'll do them live on stream here. But man, oh man, tell me about that win. How are you feeling?
I've never talked with two people trying to figure out what the hell we're going to do so much.
Well, it
we
worked
was
out.
trying to figure out everything. If the restart before the last one, if that one would have been no caution, that would have been, it worked out perfect. When I jumped it just barely enough for Travis to swoop in behind, but he did next time too, without Corey there. So it worked out. But holy crap.
Well, I'm glad to see you doing so well, having a good time. The beautiful Swiss Army truck. I love that.
Yeah.
Apparently got to paint your brother one since he doesn't have anything else to drive.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him as a wedding present.
There we go.
Give him a purple one, don't you say? Like a yellow and purple?
Purple and orange.
Purple and orange? There we go. We'll give him purple and orange. We'll do purple stripes and the orange base.
Hey. Yeah.
We'll do it for him. We'll do that for his wedding present. He already knows if he's still listening, so now he knows. We're going to do that for you, bud.
He's definitely still listening.
All right. Well, man. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get those shout-outs taken care of. I know it's 10-10s and all the boys back at 10-10s Racing. Who else you got?
You for the truck.
That guy sucks.
Yeah, that guy sucks. And well, hey, this just you again for doing this wonderful broadcast. I will be rewatching a race. I'll watch every race that goes up on YouTube now.
Even the legends.
Even the legends. Just I like to know what everybody's doing. I've raced so many of these races here. It's great to see so many people doing so many different leagues. And I've been around since the beginning. I wasn't in the very first ARCA.
Right, you jumped
ARCA
in
Zero or whatever y'all called.
Season 1 of ARCA, yeah. But you're season 1 of Xfinity, and so yeah,
Yes.
pretty much the beginning. You only missed that one 15-week season. It was actually 10-week season. So you've been there for most of it.
It's been fun, and I'm just now winning. Like
you're starting to understand how to do it.
Maybe.
It just took me retiring from the racing so that you didn't get wrecked all the time.
Yeah, it mostly following like Blake and Lucas and Travis, Corey, Wesley. Following them, I've learned a lot. Well, I love it here. Like we don't have we got those elites, but they're not so elite that nobody can touch them.
Right. Everyone's still subject to their tires and truck.
Lucky and win.
Exactly. I mean, that's what restrictor plate racing's for, right?
Yes, sir.
Then you've where else did you win this season? Was it Vegas?
Vegas.
Yeah, that's right. Vegas is always a crapshoot, no pun intended, but definitely pun intended. Vegas is always about the tires. If you can still have a set of tires, you're going to be golden.
And back to the shout outs. Corey, I get to watch my, like, on a serious note, get to watch my little brother marry this awesome ass chick Saturday. It's one of the coolest things I'm ever gonna get to see. So thanks for him for helping me get this win, but he really gets to win this weekend.
Now, are we talking open bar or what?
I don't know. He's paying for it all, so we'll see.
All right, buddy. Congrats on the big win tonight. Corey says titties randomly in the chat and a kappa. Titties kappa. That's a great way to end it. Man, congrats on your victory tonight. Moving on to the next round of the playoffs has to feel awesome. We'll catch you in the next race, and thank you so much for racing with us, being part of our community. We appreciate you, my friend.
See you next week, bud.
JR getting the win tonight in the number 9 truck. Have to say, this has been iRacing.com. You can head on over there, pick up a subscription, pick up these trucks and this track, come race with us. Head on over to DGSRacing.com, where you can get all information on all the series we run, including our Monday night, where we run the Curious.org ARCA series, Tuesday with the Fort Worth Screen Printing Xfinity series, Wednesday the Butt Kicker Cup series, Thursday with these StackUp.org Truck series, Friday we run the fun hosted races, give away some iRacing credits for the winner of that. So come on, check that out. It's no way that can go bad for you. It's just a whole lot of fun. Then on Saturday we have the StackUp.org Legends series, also in the playoffs, and then the Lordco Auto Part Street Stock series running on Sunday. So racing every single night. Come check us out. We have a whole lot of fun. Community feels what we're after. So if you like listening to our silly radio conversations and everything during the race, come check it all out. We'd love to have you. DGSRacing.com, again, that website. Then click on the big red snake. That'll take you to the Discord where you can sign up to run with us. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching our broadcast tonight, and we'll catch you in the next race.